So for 8 years, I'm doing ranking videos on various subjects and various topics over my entire career. And with that, I've ranked a lot of first and last place things. And this is actually a second part to a two-part series where the first part I ranked every first place pick in my entire career. And now we're doing all the last place picks. And the only difference from the last one is that this ranking isn't, because most of my rankings are worst to best. Well, this is best to worst. Meaning the last place is actually what I like the most, while first place is what I hate the most. So, I just want to clear it up, because there's going to be a lot of confusion. So this ranking is just going to be going just spiraling down into the hatred and things I hate the most that I've ranked last place. So, without further ado, what's the best, worst place pick that I've ever done? Coming in last place, we have Fortnite. Yes, Fortnite. Not the Battle Royale, not a specific game mode, no. The entirety of Fortnite. I put it last place. Now, granted, when I ranked this video back in 2018, only it was in season 5, and only one game was out, Battle Royale and the Playground. So I'm talking about the entirety of Fortnite here. And back then I placed it at bottom back then. I shouldn't have. The only reason why I did is because I was very salty that I kept dying and losing to the tryhards, and I called the game unfair, even though back then I sucked at the game where I couldn't even get one kill. I still suck at the game now, but Fortnite has improved a lot over the years, and it's a great game. I shouldn't have placed it last place. That was a mistake, and I'm apologizing for placing it last place. I shouldn't have, even back then. I was having fun with the game. It was just me being salty that I couldn't get any kills or really get a win, really. So that's why I placed last place in that video. 26th place, we have Attack of the Clones. Yeah, I placed Star Wars Attack of the Clones last place. Was it 2 times? I did 2 times. Why did I do it 2 times? See, that's the thing. When I first ranked my Star Wars videos, I placed Attack of the Clones last place because I didn't like the movie. But as the years went on, I rewatched the movie, and I appreciate more. I really like, yes, the weakest part of the movie is Anakin and Padme. Love story, could be executed better, but I understand what George Lucas was trying to do with it. I understand now with it. I understand. So because of that, even though it's not executed well, I can see what he's trying to do. And overall, the movie is underrated in my opinion. I know people say, oh, Attack of the Clones was the worst prequel film and that sort of thing, but I think it's very underrated. I think people should give it a shot. 25th place, we have BB-9E from Star Wars Battlefront 2. Not the character in regular Star Wars, no, from Battlefront 2. And it's not saying why I placed in last place, but as the years went on, and more modern lens, I think BB-9E in Battlefront 2 is actually very underrated, and I shouldn't say this because I feel like people are going to use him in the game, because he's a very annoying hero to fight against, but actually beating him, even in the hero game modes, it's really, really fun. I really love playing him, and because no one really chooses him, it's very easy to just play him in the hero game modes, even in the trooper game modes. He's really useful in capturing command posts and stunning enemies. He's very, very useful. It's just he doesn't deal enough damage to actually eliminate play. You can't really get a kill streak with him, really. He's the sidekick, and that's what draws a lot of people away from him. But I like playing the sidekick role. Because of that, he's much lower on this list, because I don't actually hate playing him. At time I did, but not anymore. 24th place, we have the Eagle emote from Fortnite. Yeah, I'm placing it here because I like the Eagle emote. It's just a silly, funny emote. The only reason why I placed it, at the bottom of that top 10 favorite emotes video was because I just liked other emotes, and yeah, in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have placed it 10th place. I don't know why I did, because it's one of my favorite emotes to use. I have favorited, and I do use it sometimes, not all the time, but it's one of my favorite emotes. So I there's not really much to say about it. I really like the emote. 23rd place, we have Anastasia Rob's performance in Drake and Josh, and the reason why I placed this last place in that video wasn't necessarily because of the episode itself, but mainly her performance. I was rating based off of her performance, and in the episode, she doesn't really do anything. She's just a background character, so that's why I kind of placed it last place. And yes, I have to use images, because trying to get footage would be impossible because you wouldn't know where she is. So I have to get images, which is the reason why I placed the last place. But overall, I don't actually hate the performance. Like in the episode itself, it actually works. Like, being the background character, like what she was assigned to do, she does it well. Is why I can't really hate that. You can't really hate a background character for doing what a background character is supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like, I can't really hate that. 22nd place with Wicket the Ewok from Star Wars. Yes, the little Ewok, the main Ewok. And Wicket the Ewok is not that bad of a character. He's sort of a prototype for the Minions, sort of, I think. But I don't have a problem with him. The reason why he was last place was because the video that he was in was best to worst, like this one is. So in terms of my top 6 for Star Wars characters, so this is the character that I hate the least out of the 6 that I ranked in that video. And out of the original trilogy, this is the character that well, actually I don't hate the most. It's like the second worst character I hate the most. So, but in saying that, he's not a bad character, and so I'm fine with him. Like I'm never annoyed by him really. Like, yeah, he can be annoying, but like that's just once in a while. 21st place we have Festival Jam Stage, and I don't know why I put this last. I really don't know why. I mean, I do kind of find the game annoying because there isn't really anything to do in it really, unless you like really hit instruments. But Jam Stage is a harmless game for people that just like playing with instruments. Like, there's nothing bad about it. Like, to me, there's just no value in playing, especially when they kind of made the game irrelevant, because the game was originally there to get festival battle points, but since you can level up doing anything now to get, the festival points, or, level up in the festival battle pass, there's no point in Jam Stage, or really going into it really, unless you're really into instruments, so there's no point in me going into it really. But I can see the value in other people, but for me, I just find it as a boring game mode, but I don't hate that it exists. Like, it's a fine game mode. 20th place, we have Fighting Against the Magma Kit in Super Smash Mobs. And this kit in Super Smash Bros., even though I never really played it all that much, a lot of people did play it, and fighting against it is annoying, but not that bad compared to a lot of other kits. Because in this ranking video, it was best to worst. So the best kit to fight against is the Magma Kit, in my opinion, because it doesn't do that much damage. He's not that really intrusive. You can kind of leave him alone. I mean, if it's a 1v1 situation, they probably are going to run away a lot because they're sort of a weaker kit. But fighting against them is not that difficult at all. You just gotta watch out, because they do have like this fireball that does knock you away. It can knock you off the platform, off the island, and you have to be careful. That's the only thing you have to be careful of, really, because anything else, it's fine. It doesn't do that much damage. It doesn't harm you that much. 19th place, we have Jakku map from Battlefront 2. This map I do not like. It's very annoying. That doesn't mean I don't like playing on it. It's an annoying map, because like when you're on the resistance side, it's basically like this maze if it goes through. Even on the first order side, you have to like run like a mile before you have to get to the first objective one. I'm talking about the Supremacy map, not the Galactic Assault map, even though they're very similar. I'm talking about the Supremacy map. So yeah, like I said, on either side you have to run a little bit, and it's obstacles, and like the map's slanted, and it's not a lot of good points to really fight. It's just, it's one of those maps, like even playing on it for this video, I'm like, this is not that good. Me placing last place is justifiable, because I like to me, I was kind of struggling on the map a little bit. So yeah, I don't like the map really. 18th place, we have Among Us, and the reason why it's placed here is because I don't necessarily enjoy playing the game as I did when I first played it, because Among Us is a game where it's fun with friends, but if you're playing by yourself, which the majority of the time I was by myself making these videos, it was a very boring experience and it became very repetitive. Now if I was playing with mods or whatever, it would be more interesting, but I don't know how to do that. I don't care. I'm not playing with friends. Among Us is just not, it's kind of a dead game. Like, the only time you see Among Us is when I'm watching Sundee's videos. Like, that's the only time that Among Us is actually alive. Like, Sundee is keeping Among Us alive. 17th place, we have The Lab on the Hive. Now this one's interesting because I can't get new gameplay of it, because the server and the game doesn't exist anymore. So, also want to clarify that the lab, or what I'm ranking it as, based off of how impossible it is to play. But when I mean impossible, I mean like how difficult it is to play. The game itself is, you have 3 random games picked for you, and you have to, do well in it, in whatever it is. It's like a party mini game, and at the time I didn't like it because you can't really get good at the game because, well, you can't, everything's randomized. And yeah, from what I've seen watching videos on it, it is kind of difficult to get first place because it's depending on luck and whatever. So, like, you can't really practice. So, you know, I don't hate the game mode, but, like, it is one of those annoying games if you want to get good. Like, if I were to play it for hours and hours and hours, then yeah, it would get very annoying to play. But yeah, I don't love the game, but I don't hate it either. 16th place we have Lego Force Awakens, the game, and just to clarify, this isn't this is a smaller ranking and a much larger ranking that I did in my favorite video games ranked video. I did a mini Lego ranking, and this is last place. And for good reason, because the Lego Force Awakens game is completely irrelevant because of the Lego Skywalker Saga, because the Force Awakens level or episode is in that game. So playing the Lego Force Awakens game, the standalone game, is just a stretched out version of that's in that game. So there's really point in buying the game, really playing it. Also, it's like 10 levels long. The only good level is like the prologue. It's from Return of the Jedi, which is a completely different movie than from Force Awakens. And so the rest of Force Awakens is just stretched out, and it's not really that fun to play. 15th place we have Philippe Sphere. Sorry if I butchered that name, but he's a Super Smash Bros. Player or a pro, and I ranked him last in the pro ranking video I did many years ago. And I don't really have much to say. I don't really have footage of it because I tried clicking up and there's no footage of him. So I do remember fighting him a little bit, and he did have reach on. I remember he looked like he had reach on. He was kind of annoying to fight against. So I do kind of hate him, but you know, the hatred kind of goes back from the olden days. Like, not now. I don't really hate him now. I don't even remember him, but I do remember his name tag, and like, I don't remember what kit he was, but he was annoying to fight against. 14th place we have Art is Zik. Sorry if I butchered that name, and his person is also a Super Smash Bros. Player. And I remember him more, and I hate him a little bit more than Philippe Sphere because this player, our Tix, I remember I think he played like the Wolf, and this person was very annoying to fight against because he cannot win. He had reach on. He was probably hacking because he had reach on. You can't get near him. You try to get behind him to attack him, but nah, he has like an aura on it. I don't know how he just does. I don't think I've ever actually won a game against him. I have no idea if I've ever won the game. So I do hate him a little bit more than Philippe Sphere. 13th place we have Season X of Fortnite Season, and this season is very controversial, which is why I placed it last place because in my tier list for the season ranking, because this season had mechs and a different POIs. Like, every POI had a different gimmick. Tilted Towers with Wild West, Greasy Grove had Taco Time, there at Retail Row had zombies. So every POI was different. But in this may be an unpopular opinion, but I like the map like that because the Season X map is like the best map of Chapter 1 in my opinion. That's like different biomes, everything was it was flourishing because everywhere you went there was something to explore and to loot up or whatever. So in terms of that, it was great. But in terms of a ranked player, because the loot pools are both ranked and casual were the same back then. So all the fun new items, the gimmick items, all the silly items that made sometimes building irrelevant really screwed up the ranked meta, and the pros not like it. In terms of content creation for me, I like it, but even then, the game suffered from lag because it was just very, very laggy because of all the different gimmicks all on the map made the game laggy. It wasn't just me. Everyone that I knew was lagging in the game. Pros were lagging. So, I mean FPS drops. So, Season X is very controversial. 12th place with Ewok Hunter from Battlefront 2, and this is the worst reinforcement because it has such a slow rate of fire. And you know, yes, it does have a sniper built, like it's built into it, like you can like hold right click down or whatever to like get a sniper shot in. It's not that useful. Also, the bow is very annoying because like it doesn't work like a regular sniper. Like, you have to like hold down right click while you're shooting. But you can't like go of it while you're shooting because it doesn't work, which is very annoying. I don't know why it's programmed like that, but it is. But it's very annoying. Also, the Ewok Hunter has very low health. Like, even in the footage that you're seeing, this is custom arcade. I'm dying in custom arcade. That's how weak the hunter. I actually had double health on. That's how weak the hunter is. Even in the custom arcade, that's how bad this reinforcement is. It's so weak. 11th place, we have Party Royale, the Fortnite game mode, and this is last place. This is definitely last place. This is the worst game on the Fortnite because of how terrible it is. Party Royale, on paper, is supposed to be this chill game mode where you just hang out, do emotes, one up, and no. This game mode is full of creeps. If you're wearing a female skin, don't change your skin to a male skin, because any female skin, doesn't matter what it is, people are gonna go up behind you and do like this weird emote that's gonna insinuate some inappropriate things, and these Fortnite kids do the most inappropriate things ever, and it's so bad. Like, Fortnite does not monitor these servers, so how just inappropriate what these players do. Do not play Party Royale. Instead, go to Jam Stage. That's a much better version of Party Royale, because there's no creeps in that. At least I don't think there is. But, Party Royale, just don't play it. Top 10, we have Rise of the First Order, and this is a time period in Star Wars, and I ranked it last in that video because the time period of the sequel trilogy time period is the worst of the Star Wars eras because of how little the world building is. Like, there's no world building in this time period. Like, we don't know why the First Order and Resistance are even fighting in the first place. We don't know why. Like, a lot of things that is major plot points in the sequel trilogy never get answered. And it's really bad storytelling, and that's why I just do not like the Rise of the First Order time period. There's no substance, but there could be if they actually focus on making stories in this time period. Because you can make this time period good and interesting, but Star Wars themselves have to do that, but they're not, because they don't see the profit in that. They rather stick to the other time periods that's more profitable, and people like those eras more. But they have to prove to people that this era is actually good, but they're not. And so because of that, this era is very lackluster. 9th place, we have Rey, and oh boy, this one's kind of a big one. And placing Rey here, Rey is not going any higher or any lower, because Rey is perfect where she is, because I do not like the character of Rey entirely. Now, there are moments that Rey is actually good. Like in The Force Awakens, she is mostly fine. Even in the second half of the movie where she kind of becomes a Mary Sue, it's fine. But the problem stems in The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, where her character isn't really that great, because, to be honest, she shouldn't be a female character. She's just a male character disguised as a female. Like, if you were to replace her with a man, like 99% of the scenes will remain exactly the same, and that's where the problem lies with Rey. Because when you're writing a female character, the character being a female actually matters. And the people who are making these movies don't understand that. Rey doesn't feel like a character, but rather just insert to sort of deal with the problems that the trilogy has. Like she doesn't feel connected to the actual story of Kylo Ren and Luke. 8th place with Admiral Holdo, and oh boy, Admiral Holdo is I hate more than Rey. Believe it or not, well actually I don't know if you believe it or not, because this isn't the first time I talk about Admiral Holdo, and many times I've talked about her at this point because I don't like her character, because she doesn't feel connected to The Last Jedi, because she's just there to sort of be an obstacle, and she doesn't really contribute to the movie all that much, because what ultimately happens is that what she's doing, like she's blocking information from Poe, but it turns out that it didn't really matter. Like, well, what Poe does in this subplot means nothing, and it's just a waste of time for the movie. Yeah, I don't really like the character because like, it's to a point where she contributes nothing to the saga, really, or even outside Star Wars. Like, she just doesn't contribute to anything. 7th place, we're playing Either.io for content. And this is in my ranking every major games I played, because I've done a couple of videos on Either.io, and what you're seeing on screen is not the version I played back then. They rebranded or whatever, which is fine, but in terms of making this for content, yeah, this is bad. Like just playing the game normally, on your off time, it's whatever, but doing it for content, that's why I have the line. This goes for any other YouTubers. I don't like YouTubers when they get to make content like this, because it's not, especially if it's just the raw footage, you're not really editing it, and it's just a half hour of you playing a game with just your webcam on. That's not, like, so that's what I did back then. I hate that. Like, that's not fun for me to edit, really. You can't, like, edit that, really, and all that sort of thing. Like, it is just lazy content, and it's content from a bygone era. Like, people don't make this type of content anymore. Thank God they don't, because it's just very lazy. 6th place, we have Lego Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, and how I edited it for my Lego Star Wars series. So to give context, on my Star Wars channel, I did a series where I edited the cutscenes of Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, where I showed how much screen time a character or an item has, and when I ranked all 9 episodes, see which one I liked editing the most. And last place is The Rise of Skywalker. I do not like editing The Rise of Skywalker, to the point where I actually started with that first. Like, I started at the end first, because how much I could hate it. And the reason why I hate it is because there's no, like with the other episodes, you have the A and the B plot. Before The Rise of Skywalker, there's only the A plot. There's only one storyline going on, and you're just watching that. It doesn't help, because I'm looking at it over and over and over again. It's just, it got very annoying. It got very tired of me. Like, I cannot describe how painful it is to constantly rewatch The Rise of Skywalker, or like the Lego version, because of how tedious and repetitive it is. 5th place, we have the Battlefront 2 campaign. Now, this campaign is really, really bad. And the reason why it's bad is because, first of all, the marketing of this campaign lied to everyone, where they said that you'll be playing on the Empire side, but 3 missions in, you turn to the good side, and the rest of the campaign is very, very generic. So generic that I don't remember what goes on in it. Even the bonus DLC is also very generic as well. It is not worth playing. The only notable mission that is actually worth playing is the one with Luke in it, and that's the very beginning of the game. And that's like one of the only times you use a lightsaber in the Force. There's only 2 levels where you play as a Force user, and those are 2 coolest missions. I give them that. But the rest of the campaign is very generic. Iden is a very it's very weird character, because in the multiplayer she's great, she's cool, but in her own story she's very lame and not really interesting of a character. And so everything in the campaign is very generic. Yeah, and saying that, don't if you're buying Battlefront 2 now, the campaign is not why you're buying. It's just a multiplayer. Like, just don't play the campaign. It's not worth your time. 4th place, we are playing on a Minecraft Murder a Bad server. And this video is last place in my top 5 bad videos from this channel. This is another one of those worst to best, or I should say best to worst videos, where last place is the best worst video at the time. And yeah, this video is bad. It's still very, very bad. And yeah, it's obviously it's number 4 because of how. First of all, I did not record this. Latefilms recorded this. This is a video that Latefilms recorded and uploaded, and so that's all him. And because the first half of the video, he doesn't even speak in it. And what, I don't know how to explain it, because he's just such a terrible. Latefilms back in 2016 was such a terrible Minecraft. Like, he did not know what's going on. He had no sound on. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. He's just so terrible. He's like the perfect. He just doesn't know what's going on in this game, which makes it funny. But at the same time, it's really terrible, because it's just 4 minutes of just almost silence. 3rd place, we have a Star Wars mission. I already talked about this one already in my ranking every, first place video I did. The previous one. I'm talking about now. I've talked about it again, which is great. Great me. Good for me. But yeah, this video, to make it short and simple, this is one of my cringiest videos ever, because I try to capitalize on Star Wars Day, but it turns out, I should have spent some more time on it, because I only spent like a day or 2 on it, and I half-assed it, and I didn't know how to edit back then, so everything's just raw footage. It was a disaster. The video was a disaster. I should delete it, but it's been on the channel for this long, or my other channel for this long. Why delete it? Why bother deleting it? It's just, you can watch the cringe if you want. I don't recommend it, but it's still, I'm not deleting it. 2nd place, we have Kumba. And you may ask, what the hell is this movie? Why am I ranking this? Well, in my ranking every Oscar Rob performance video, I did a mini ranking at the end of that video where I just showed a list of all the movies objectively, just movies themselves and how I would rank them based off their own quality, and Kumba is last place, and for very, very good reason. First things first, I just want to say, what you're seeing on screen, mostly that's not Kumba, that's Sophia Rob's character, because that was what I did for the video, so that's mostly what you're going to see, because I can't be bothered to get more footage of the movie, because I don't care about this movie at all. This movie is one of those 2010 random movies that, like, direct-to-DVD, Walmart bid movies that you would get. And I used to watch these movies back in 2010s. But, yeah, I was expecting this to be one of those crazy, wacky movies that makes no sense, but no. Instead, I got a very boring and dull movie, and I'm saying this unironically. This movie insists upon itself. It insists upon itself. What I mean is that this movie thinks as a very clever, this piece of art, trying to tell this profound message of acceptance, because Kumba doesn't have, like, stripes on his, on his butt or whatever, something like that. And it's just so trying to make this profound story, but, like, it's like, all the characters, like the people who made this movie really thought this was like the next Lion King. Like, it's like, oh my god, we're so great, so grand, so awesome, but no, it's terrible. And, like, the greatest sin that this movie does, the greatest sin, like, the reason why I'm even talking about this movie is because of Anna Sophia Robb. I watched this movie for her, because I wanted to see her in an animated role. And this movie has the audacity to not have her be part of the main adventure. Like, she's just left behind. Like, how dare this movie, how dare these people leave her behind? She's like one of the most talented actresses of, like, the 21st century. I'm no joke. She's one of the most talented people ever, of, like, child actors and just regular actors. Like, she's so talented and skillful, and with decades of experience, even up to that point, she has like a decade of experience, and you just do nothing with her. She's at your disposal, and you do nothing with her. That is the greatest sin. I had to sit here and watch this crap, watch Kumba and this freaking ox and ostrich do stupid things, thinking that these characters are profound, but no. Like, I'm watching this movie, it's just so stupid. It's ridiculous. And of course, number one, we have the holiday special, the Star Wars holiday special. And what can I say about this? I haven't said already, because I'm going to talk more about this, because the holiday special, the reason why it's number one, the reason why this is the worst thing I've ever ranked is because this isn't a Star Wars thing. This is, like, give it a Star Wars. This is just a terrible piece of media. Like, it's one of the most tedious, boring, elongated things that I've ever watched in my life. Because this is supposed to be like a one of those things where you cut different things, get different gags or whatever. Not cutaway gags, just like here's different segments. I forget what the terminology is called, but it tries to do that, but with a Star Wars twist. A good idea. The problem is that it's very, very boring, and I'm not showing that because I'm not subjecting you to the horribleness of that. Even though some of it's a meme, like the holiday special has become a meme. Like, I never want to watch it. Like, I hate, like, looking at this footage because it's so bad to watch. Like, I feel bad for everyone involved. Don't watch the holiday special if you think that, oh, it's part of the original trilogy, gonna watch the original actors, do what they're gonna do. Nah, they're only in it for like a very small portion. Yeah, it's just I really don't care about this, and it's definitely the worst of the worst that I've ranked. I have to calm myself down. Just talking about these things I hate a lot, it really just gets me going. It makes me really annoyed. But that's the whole point of this ranking, is to talk about the things I hate the most and to reevaluate the things I may put last place. Like the things at the bottom of the list I don't really hate, and there's quite a few things I kind of like. And doing this ranking video sort of brought back interest that I kind of forgot about. Like, yeah, I forgot that I put Fortnite at last place at some point. I shouldn't have, and I'm atoning for the mistakes that I've done, while also for the stuff that's in top 10 just talking about things I hate again. So there's a balance between the two that I like doing. So if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And do you agree or disagree with what I said in this for my opinions on things? Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. I don't really know, because, like, I don't know if this video is going to be very controversial to post. I don't know. But I'm going to go now, so goodbye, everyone.